Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we are going to be working on some redstone builds and getting some automated farms going. So I hope you guys are ready. So today, guys, I want to start off today's video by making myself a little redstone contraption, because some of you guys in the comments were saying, Chosen, you have all this really pretty builds, but you do very little for redstone. And I mean, to be honest, I haven't really done anything with redstone. And that's because I haven't really had a need to do anything with redstone, except for this. So I was struggling to figure out a transparent block or some kind of block where you can see through that would work for this door. Because as of right now, if I break this, that's the only way I can kind of see in here to make sure everything is going okay and we don't have any issues that we're running into. So I need to come up with a solution to fix this. And I think I have that very solution. We're going to make a 2x1 redstone door, and we're going to get this bad boy set up. Shouldn't take very long. This is going to be one of the first things we do today, because I have some other plans for today's episode that I really want to jump into. One being getting our enchanting system set up, because right now our enchanting setup is weak, and we got to figure this out. So let's go ahead and do this redstone setup. It is very easy. To do a 2x1 door, you can do this pretty simple. You can have it a one-way or a two-way. We only need a one-way because we just need to peek in. So I really just want a door to be able to open and peek in, and that's it. I don't really need an access door to be able to get in here. If I really wanted to access this, I would just go in here and then go through the whole tunnel. But I shouldn't need to be able to access anything. I just want to be able to see it. So let's go ahead and do that. What we're gonna do is take our sticky pistons. We're gonna stand here. Technically, I need the sticky piston to be a block away from where I want the door to be, because I want the door to be here. So if I put the cobblestone here, when I activate these pistons, it's going to push the cobblestone over here, and we'll be ready to go. So let's go ahead and dig ourselves a hole here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a redstone torch, and we're going to make a very simple door, a very simple switch, I guess you can say, that is going to lead over. So let's go ahead and break this. And mining the pattern. Unfortunately, I need to break all this. There we go. And that should be perfect. All right, and then for this, we can just do cobblestone. Place a piece of cobblestone right over the torch, and that's going to activate that. Grab our redstone, place it there. That is going to carry that signal, thus creating ourselves a little fancy door. And I want a pressure plate. I want to be able to stand on a pressure plate right here, and that's how I want to be able to activate this. So if I place a pressure plate over top of redstone like this, and I make a pressure plate, let's go ahead and make one. I guess 2 pieces of planks doesn't work that way. We can make ourselves a wooden pressure plate, place that right here, and this should activate and open. And when we let off the pressure plate, it should close. So that is going to work perfect. That is a working door, guys. So very simple redstone. It just doesn't take too much to get that set up. So we're following the pattern and make sure we get this place back. I really do love this floor pattern that I went with. I think that's correct, yeah. And then follow up there. And to kind of close this, we're just going to use the cobblestone that we broke. And right here, we're going to place some log. And what we get, if we place, we can honestly place a torch here and here. That might help light some things up. But now we can actually look in here and see if things are looking fine, or just if we want to peek in here every now and then, we can do that. So I really do like having that access hatch there. And with these guys, let's go ahead and get ourselves some more experience. We might push ourselves close to 20. Or close to 30, sorry, not 20. We might get ourselves close. Very close. Look at that. Oh, we were almost at 30. So to be able to use these levels, let's work on, I'm very close to having a ton of cows. So I really want to actually farm some of these cows. We have a ton of them. So I think we might be able to get ourselves enough leather to be able to start utilizing our tools and getting some better enchants on there. Because right now, yeah, our enchants are looking pretty weak. So one thing we're going to need is leather from our cows, which we already have set up. The other thing we're going to need is some sugarcane. That is going to help us get paper. And we don't actually have a sugarcane farm. So we need to find a place to put a sugarcane farm and get that automated. And of course there is a zombie over here for some reason. Let's get rid of you. So yeah, having some sort of small sugarcane farm probably would be pretty nice. And I think I might be able to get one done right over here. So we're going to go ahead and get all the things ready to go. I have most of the things in my inventory that we are going to need in order to get this thing completed. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to need. We're going to need some observers, because this is one of the easiest, since they added observers to the game, this is one of the easiest ways to actually set up a sugarcane farm. So we can just go ahead and grab like 5 observers. We're going to go ahead and make a 5 wide observer. Let's do a couple more. We can do 7, I think, would probably be better. So we'll do 7 wide. Let's see if we have enough room for that. We should. And we need to keep in mind that we're going to have a rail cart running underneath, because that's how we're going to collect our items, is using a rail cart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I think we might be able to fit this thing right inside this wall area. Given that I kind of harvest, or I guess you could say carve that out. Let's go ahead and pull that. And we'll go ahead and get rid of that. Perfect. We just got a bunch of junk growing in here. All right, so sugarcane should go and line up right here. I think that's where I want to put it. So that is a 7 wide there. And what we can do is take some sand. I'm debating whether or not I want to raise this up one, because this is going to be pretty low for our hopper to go down. So yeah, let's go ahead and raise this up. I think we won't regret that decision. Place this back down. So we'll raise it up, and that way our sugarcane definitely will grow up here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have pistons lining this area, and we're going to have water back here. So we do need to break this and make sure we get some water in there. Luckily enough for us, we have some more water over here. And we can just carry that over. All right, so this is like one of the really essential farms that you're probably going to want in your playthrough. All right, so we're going to go ahead and clear this out, because right here on this water is actually going to be a block. So let's go ahead and get that set up, because what our sugarcane will do, grow 1 tall here. We want that to be closed up right there. And then we need another layer, which is going to be pistons. And then we're going to have a layer behind that. So let's go ahead and get our stone brick layer that's going to go behind all of this. Our pistons that we still need to make, because I don't think I have any on me just yet. Let's see, do we have everything for pistons? No, we don't. So we need to go back. We need to make some pistons. Should only take us a second. And the pistons are what's going to break the sugarcane for us. There we go. I think I just need a little bit of wood for this. Have everything else. We're going to need 7 pistons. So redstone. We have just enough for 7. Perfect. Make sure we have enough redstone. Looks like we're golden. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and place this like so. This is going to be the breaker. It's going to break everything. On top of that, we kind of got to get in here, because this is going to be a little bit more compact. We do have to kind of get in here. We can cover this up with foliage when we're done, but for right now, we do have to place observers this direction. Not that way. I believe we might have to place a block, because we're not standing far enough away. Let's place a temporary block so we have something to place them on. After we have our observers down, we need to go ahead and put some redstone dust in the back. And these guys are locked and loaded and ready to produce some sugarcane. Believe it or not, they are ready to go. So if we were to place some sugarcane down, and we hit there, you see that kind of pushes that sugarcane out and also activates all of them at once. That's exactly what we want to see. Now, underneath here, we're going to set up a rail cart system that is going to take, well, we actually need to make sure that is propped up. But anyways, we're going to be setting up a rail cart system that is going to be underneath here. So we actually need to, I guess, replace this temporarily with some dirt. And underneath here, we're going to get ourselves a rail system made. Now, we may have to put the water in last, but we do need our rails to be down here. All right, let's go ahead and get ourselves a crafting table just for temporarily. And a rail is made like this. 16 will be fine. And then we also need some powered rails, which is going to require some gold, which we do have a bunch of. Gotta love having a crafting room all the way over here. If I really would like to get some sort of rail system set up. Since we're working with the rails, I think rail systems would be really fun to have going through our base. We need gold, right? That was gold. So this is a good use for gold, honestly. Probably the best. Is that a golden arrow? No, it's a spectral arrow. So a couple of those, we can probably go ahead and make a couple of redstone blocks to use for these powered rails. We'll go ahead and get this system all set up. So this is a very typical sugarcane farm. Very common. You're probably going to see this a lot if you search sugarcane farms. This is just a standard setup that a lot of people have used over the years. So what we're going to do is place a rail here and here. Another rail like that. And this is going to block it up. Now, I can go ahead and go down here and give it some power. Of course, that's going to break my rail. Like I said, this is how we're going to have to set this up, though. All right, let's get down here. This is going to need a block as well. All right, so replacing this. This is the fun part. I have to get this to be sand. So if I'm quick with it, I can replace it. Just like so. And it doesn't break my rails. Awesome. All right, so we should be able to get sugarcane planted. Just like that. And so as this starts to grow, we should be good. We do have to box this in first and also get our rail systems in here. Because these are not going to stay normal rails. And of course, me breaking that breaks everything. So let's go ahead and set this up down at the bottom. So these need to be hoppers. Because of course we want this dropping into a chest. So let's have it drop into 2 chests. So that way we have double the storage. So we'll have a hopper system here, a hopper here, and a hopper here. And these are going to be routing to 2 separate chests that are each going to be right here in the floor. Right, so we'll have a hopper here. That's going into a chest. And the hoppers are going to go here. And our chests should go right here, right on the outside. One chest there and one there. And that should provide a little bit of storage for us to be able to access this. Now, I am going to cover these and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to cover them. But for right now, we have to go back through and we have to replace this, unfortunately. Well, let's get our build back. There we go. And yes, we can place our rails directly back over that. All right, so making a rail cart and adding a hopper to it. That makes a hopper minecart. And throwing it over here Should get us a rail cart that goes back and forth just like we want. Take some of that sand. And actually, it's already picking up what's landing there, and that gives us some dirt. So really, we're doing pretty good already. Throw that there and kind of cover this up, which I'm going to be able to cover it up with some stone brick down at the bottom. And that will cover up our mine carts. And I think we can even add, we're going to make it look like this whole area was meant to have this. But still also make it kind of organic as well. I'm going to add some glass. That is going to be the outer cover. And then all of this is going to get covered up. And we'll probably end up covering this up with dirt, as I think that looks pretty good. And then we can go ahead and extend up. Same with that. And do I have some more? Yes. And guys, I think that looks pretty good for this little build here. So that is a little farm, all nice and set up. And as it grows, it'll get knocked down and end up down here. Now, I am going to go ahead and bring this like so. And what we're going to do is have trap doors that are going to be leading there. So let's go ahead and make some trap doors. And what you do, you can put the trap doors on the top side like this, and it kind of makes them stick out. And all you gotta do is open them up, and that's how you access your chest down there. Very simple. I really do like this sort of build. Now, we still need to kind of do our little tricks to this. And that is sort of cover this up a little bit. And then we still have to farm some of our cows, because like I said, I wanted to get some of that enchanted stuff done. So we still have some more of that to do. So let's go ahead and get into it. So now we're at the part where today's episode might get a little bit gruesome, because we need to take out some of these cows. And some, I mean actually several of them. So let's go ahead and start taking them out one by one. And I think that is plenty. So we ended up getting 20 leather from that, which is, I mean, it's okay. It's going to help us a little bit, but you know, over the course of the a couple episodes, we should eventually go ahead and have ourselves a full library here. So we still need a few more in order to get this to the level that we need it. So I can go ahead and make a few more right now. And I guess we can go ahead and also check and see how our sugarcane has been going, because I have been sitting here farming a little bit, doing a little bit of stuff on the side while I let this actually work. And what are we at? So it is clear. We have 4 sugarcane over here and 4 over here. So a nice even split. I really like that. Oh yeah, I forgot. We can also put lights under here. I forgot about that. For added effect. Awesome. And I also kind of decorated this a little bit, covered it in some leaves, made it look like the rest of everything else. And I think it looks pretty good. So, yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm also mixing and matching the leaves. So you see here, this is actually jungle leaves. And over here we have oak leaves. So mixing and matching your leaves can also add some extra texture to things. I need to add some oak leaves to this. And I'm thinking this is starting to look really good. And we have a really cool looking setup over here. And like anytime I need some experience, I just got to stand around, hang out, wait a little bit. I can usually gain close to 1.5 to 2 levels once I get like around 20 to 28. It looks like I can gain about 2 levels from 28. So I mean, I'm gaining quite a few levels off of this, And this is actually looking pretty good, guys. So, I don't know. All you gotta do, guys, is click that like button and let me know down in the comments below what you think of all these builds. And if you have any suggestions for any other cool redstone builds that you would like me to do, because I would honestly love to do more redstone stuff. I know quite a bit about redstone that I've learned through playing modded Minecraft, so redstone stuff is not new to me. So just give me some ideas of some things that you would like to see me build in my own world, and we're to see if we can do that. Guys, I really appreciate it. I hope to see you guys in the next episode, and as always, thanks for watching.